Vielen Dank, einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Schön, dass so viele zahlreich auch noch den Weg von unten hier in die sehr schöne obere Etage gefunden haben. Ich sehe auch überall noch vereinzelte Sitzplätze, also jeder, der dort hinten steht, ist herzlich eingeladen, sich auch gerne noch hier hinzusetzen. Ja, herzlich willkommen zum Demo Day des Circular Economy Accelerator Programms. Nach den vielen tollen Vorträgen, Diskussionen, auch dem einen oder anderen Denkanstoß, hoffe ich, freue ich mich, Sie jetzt hier willkommen zu heißen zu dem letzten Highlight des Tagesprogramms mit vielen tollen jungen Startups. Ich stelle mich gerne kurz vor, mein Name ist Maximilian Merklinger, ich bin Teil der Unternehmensberatung Kani und wir von Kani sind unheimlich froh, mittlerweile schon seit mehreren Jahren Partner des Circular Valley sein zu dürfen, so viele Startups begleiten zu dürfen, zu unterstützen, aber gleichzeitig auch lernen zu können, denn wir sind fest davon überzeugt, dass die Kreislaufwirtschaft eine oder vielleicht sogar die Lösung ist für so viele Herausforderungen, denen wir aktuell häufig begleiten. Für mich persönlich ist das auch ein besonderer Moment hier auf der Bühne, denn als gebürtiger Wuppertaler bin ich unheimlich froh zu sehen, welche tolle Entwicklung hier in meiner Heimatstadt in den letzten Jahren stattgefunden hat. Und dazu eine kleine Anekdote. Ich erinnere mich noch sehr gut, damals in meiner ersten Woche als Berater habe ich unseren damaligen Partner Carsten Gerhardt kennengelernt. Und nachdem wir festgestellt hatten, dass wir beide aus Wuppertal kommen, hat er mich zur Seite genommen und eine noch sehr rudimentäre PowerPoint-Präsentation mit seiner Vision des Circular Valleys gezeigt. Das war 2019. Heute, 5 Jahre später, durften wir alle Teil des mittlerweile 3. Forums sein. Wir hören gleich die Startups aus Batch Nummer 7. Mittlerweile über 120 Startups und ich finde einfach, das ist ein ganz toller Erfolg, was das Team des Circular Valley hier in so kurzer Zeit auf die Beine gestellt hat. Inhaltlich dürfen wir uns gleich auf 3 Hauptthemen freuen. Die Startups sind dementsprechend noch ausgewählt werden. Es geht zum einen um Plattformen und wie diese eine Kreislaufwirtschaft unterstützen können. Es geht um das Thema erneuerbare Energien und auch die Speicherung. Und es geht um das Thema mechanisches Recycling, vor allem von Plastikanwendungen. Und darüber hinaus gibt es auch die ein oder andere Wildcard. Also es wird sehr abwechslungsreich, da dürfen Sie sich sehr darauf freuen. Wir haben ein straffes Programm, das sage ich vorab, deswegen will ich auch gar nicht so viel reden, aber würde gerne noch eine Anmerkung Ihnen mitgeben jetzt für die nächste gute Stunde, die wir vor uns haben. Wir werden unheimlich viele tolle Ideen kennenlernen, unheimlich viele tolle Menschen, unheimlich viele tolle Unternehmen. Und wir haben gerade auch von unserer Umweltministerin gehört, junges, grünes Unternehmertum ist extrem wichtig für die Zukunft. Und wenn ich mich hier in den Raum umschaue, da sehe ich aber auch ganz viel Neugierde, ganz viel Wissen, ganz viel Erfahrung. Und neben finanziellen Aspekten für uns Support für Startups ist eben auch genau dieser Wissensaustausch und diese Erfahrung, dieses Lernen von anderen extrem wichtig. Daher würde ich Sie gerne alle dazu einladen, animieren und motivieren, auch im Anschluss, nach den Pitches, gerne das Gespräch zu suchen, nochmal auf die Startups zuzugehen, in den Austausch zu gehen, nachzufragen, Dinge, die Sie vielleicht gerne noch tiefer verstehen würden. Die Startups werden Ihnen unheimlich danken dafür, denn genau solche Netzwerke sind ein elementarer Bestandteil für den langfristigen Erfolg von jungen Unternehmen. In diesem Sinne freue ich mich jetzt, das erste Startup auf die Bühne bitten zu dürfen, Helena von Resourcely. Und sie wird uns erklären, wie man künstliche Intelligenz nutzen kann, um Bestände in Unternehmen zu optimieren. Ganz viel Spaß.
Ja, hallo, mein Name ist Helena Most und ich bin Gründerin und Geschäftsführerin von Resourcely. And we turn idle inventory into profit. Every year, $2.5 trillion of industrial inventory is tied up in capital, just sitting there, not creating value, in fact, generating waste. At the same time, companies reduce profitability 3.6% actually every year because of supply chain disruption and a lack of parts. The reason behind fragmented infrastructure and a lack of transparency, as well as unstructured data. You all know that problem from the chip crisis, actually, in the past. We changed that. We built a connection layer on top of your inventory data. With our AI-based shared inventory, we improve working capital by 15%. We improve profitability from day one with a circular approach. That's something not a lot of startups can prove so far. We help our customers source existing inventory before buying it new, find complex alternatives very fast and easy, and reduce and reuse inventory at the same time as we improve profitability. With our connected inventories, we connect the inventories of companies across systems and layers, increase transparency with that, with our harmonized material master data improvement, we help companies to standardize, increase comparability, and reduce complexity. With our product knowledge base and agent-based Q&A for the idle inventory, we help companies make decisions faster. We integrate all that with a reverse supply chain integration that helps manufacturers not only to share inventory between a company, reuse it, even across industries, but also enable companies to send it and return it back to the original manufacturer for reuse and remanufacturing. How do we do that? Well, we transform data from multiple data sources into one single source and then turn unstructured data into structured data. Why do we need that? Because we need to make recommendation who can share inventory with whom based on our knowledge graph. Actually, you see that knowledge graph here in the background, and you can see millions of technical specifications from complex materials like drive, electronic motors, gears, and you can tell that this is something you cannot do with a human anymore. Our team consists of engineers, and I worked at SEW Eurodrive. I co-founded with my co-founder the second company. We worked with companies like Carl Zeiss, Bosch Rexroth, Vago before, and our team is complemented with the technical excellence. We improve working capital by 15%, save companies up to 30% of cost due to improved availability, and save approximately 20% of material. We have been recognized by the Ministry of Economics and won the European Startup Summit Award this year, and actually last week the Industrial Automation Award. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be connected with you.
Großer Applaus. Großer Applaus für Researchly, vielen lieben Dank. Und es geht auch direkt weiter mit Triangular. Ich darf Sylwia auf die Bühne bitten und sie wird uns erklären, wie man freie Produktionskapazitäten besser nutzen kann. Viel Spaß damit.
Dankeschön. In the processing industry, everything is about materials. And because these materials have a very short life cycle right now, it drives innovation. It causes a lot of challenges for R&D teams and manufacturers because you need to be fast to the market, at the same time scaling up and down the innovation. Let me introduce you to three people. Gina works in the lab on a new bioplastic. She's excited to provide her first ton of material to potential customers, but she doesn't have a production plant or money to invest. Hans runs a tolling plant and has free capacities, would like to help Gina, but he is not sure if he can do it. Robert has excellent expertise in the material processing and can help both to make this project work. For this purpose, we have created a platform which is called Process on Demand, where we connect them to make projects successful. Hans can upload his available capacities, Gina can book them, and they both can book Robert for expertise to translate the material needs and translate it into the technology needed. We are not just a platform that connects capacities, shares them, and optimizes. You can think of us as Airbnb for the processing industry, where we connect people with resources. We have two pillars of our work, which is platform, which is currently for free, as we are redesigning the subscription model. And we work as agency for more complex processing requests, which are divided in stage 1, scouting, assessment, or orchestration. Triangular has been founded by my husband, 2018, and I'm the co-founder, and we are very passionate about materials and technology. We guide you through the jungle to find your production partners. With Triangle, you do not search for a production partner, you find them. I would love to talk to someone who would like to develop with us the platform further, or if you are Hans, Gina, or Robert. We are here for you. Thank you very much.
Ja, vielen Dank. Sie merken, die Datenverarbeitung wird immer wichtiger, auch in der Zukunft. Und ich freue mich jetzt sehr, dass wir etwas den Kontinent wechseln. Wir hatten jetzt 2 Startups aus Deutschland, nun geht es weiter nach Australien. Und ich darf Brian auf die Bühne bitten und er erklärt uns, wie man Maschinenhersteller, die Nutzer und auch die Serviceanbieter verknüpfen kann und die Vorteile davon. Viel Spaß.
Hello, my name is Dr. Brian Winship. I'm one of the co-founders of WorkbenchX. We are a mission-driven business working to increase the circularity in the industrial economy, specifically focusing on the parts of production. Did you know that more than 90% of these equipments, think about pumps, motors, gearboxes, PCBs, bearings, get thrown away from as few as one use, sometimes having never been used. This wastes a huge amount of energy in the production and the disposal of assets, and also the capital is not a small issue. Why does this happen? One is complexity. Understanding the condition of an end-of-use component is hard. A fragmented market. Finding the right person who might want to either purchase it or offer a service to fix it, it's not the specialization of most large operators. And rigid processes. Most large enterprises, they want to be really careful how an asset leaves their business. So, operators just keep it. With WorkbenchX, we're an agentic AI platform working to connect disposals of heavy industrial equipment to opportunities of reuse, refurbishment, remanufacture, or rebuild. Saving costs of operating and improving operational efficiency of businesses and reducing their Scope 3 emissions. We work with the world's biggest miners based in Australia, including over 40 service providers who fix things as a service. Our business model is sometimes we offer a brokerage service where people pay us to manage their repair and refurbishment activities. Alternatively, we help the large corporates who already do this for their large, expensive equipment in what they call off-site repairs, repairables, rotables, drive down the cost of execution with our SaaS platform. We're currently looking to raise a seed round at approximately 2 million euros. Our current roadmap is we are focused in Australia at the moment on manufacturing, construction, and rail, with a vision to expand geographically to Europe and the US, as well as expand through verticals to other parts of the industrial sector. My name is Dr. Brian Winship. If you are interested in getting involved in our journey, either as a participant or as an investor, I would love to talk to you. I'm very easy to find, I'm very tall.
Super. Wir wechseln wieder den Kontinent zurück nach Europa und auch ein bisschen die Anwendungsfälle. Und ich freue mich, Fabiola auf die Bühne bitten zu dürfen von BioFashionTech. Und hier geht es um die optimale Weiterverarbeitung von Mischfasern. Und das Startup ist aus den Niederlanden. Ganz viel Spaß damit.
Do you ever wonder what type of fiber are inside your clothes? And do you know what is happening to your clothes when you throw them away? They end up becoming waste. Every second, a truck full of clothes is disposed into landfill or is incinerated. We are generating 95 million tons of textile waste every year. 67% of those clothes are made of plastic fibers. Textile waste is difficult to be recycled because it's a mixed blend of natural and plastic fibers, such as cotton and polyester. The European Union has introduced some directive that will take place next year that oblige every person working in the textile supply chain to take care of their waste in a sustainable way. We have therefore created a unique biotechnological solution based on an enzymatic cocktail that is able to process mixed fiber textile waste and transform it into secondary raw materials such as recycled plastic and sugar solution. Those products, they can enter different supply chains. They can be used, in fact, to produce bioethanol, biogas, vegan leather, supporting the bio-based economy. Compared to current mechanical and chemical recycling that is focusing on monomaterial, we can process pre- and post-consumer textile waste, post-industrial, made of mixed fibers and colored, while using less water, less energy, generating less CO2, and we don't need virgin material. So we are offering a scalable and modular solution to create a fully circular economy. We already have accomplished successfully a pilot project where companies have tested our technology and use our raw material to create new products. Now, we want to scale out to being able to process a larger volume of textile waste. And to do so, we are looking for industrial partner or investor to accomplish this by supporting this acceleration process and also giving us the possibility to also further test our business model that can be about licensing the technology or selling our secondary raw material or our unique enzymatic cocktail. I'm Dr. Polli, and with me there is a team of experts in different sectors, technical and business side. Those are our technical and industrial and academic supporters that believe in our technology and in our raw material. Well, we are creating value. We are offering a tangible solution to mitigate one of the biggest problems that we currently have, creating an economy that supports in industry, the environment, and the society. Join us for a more sustainable future. Thanks.
Ich finde es einfach super zu sehen, wie die Lösungen auch hier von Mal zu Mal immer klarer werden, immer anwendungsbezogener und wirklich versuchen, die Probleme, die wir zu haben, und tief in die Technologie reingehen. Dementsprechend macht einfach dieses Format unheimlich viel Spaß. Und genauso viel Spaß wird es auch weiterhin machen. Ich darf Chris von Circonomit auf die Bühne bitten. Und er erklärt uns, wie man mit Hilfe einer Software Nachhaltigkeit in die Entscheidungsprozesse von Unternehmen integrieren kann.
Vielen Dank. Hi, I'm Chris, and at Circonomit we wake up every single morning to drive better environmental and economic decisions worldwide. We are living in a world where we have a new problem. Sustainability has become revenue critical, and leaders need to steer their companies. They need to understand the intersection of sustainability and finance, and for that they need to get data. The problem is that data is needed from various different sectors or from various different departments and from different systems. They need to be integrated, yet all requirements need the same pieces of that data chaos. We need to get data from an ERP system, from bill of materials, combine that together, and then we can make informed decisions. This is what we do. We essentially put all of the data from your existing systems into our data blocks and therefore solve the operational data problem once, efficiently and reusably. We use what's there. We take your ERP system, your EMS, and so on. We then add what's missing in a very intuitive UI, and we can then deliver data for all different use cases. You can provide data for PCFs to give your clients additional data about your products. You can report KPIs at the company and at the unit level. And there's so many thousands of different questions to further improve. So we're a comprehensive modular toolbox for unit-level data. And it works like this. Everything is a block. A product, a process, a material, everything can be thought of as a block, and blocks have attributes. As well, a block is made up of the sum of its parts. So the history as well as the interdependencies of your blocks make up its footprint. Therefore, we can determine their CO2 and other environmental footprints, as well as their unit costs. And by using the attributes between these blocks, we can determine the relationships. We can trace back what production influences there are and how efficiency is driven. So think of us as a module to your existing enterprise software. We take what's there, enrich it, and then can deliver better data across your enterprise system. You start with a single use case, for example, a PCF. Then for additional future requirements, we just add a little bit of data and we can serve them all. So what is your most pressing data challenge that we will solve together? Come and talk to us. Thank you.
Vielen Dank. Wir wechseln etwas den Anwendungsfall. Bei der nächsten Präsentation wird es darum gehen, wie man unser Wasser vernünftig filtern kann, um dort auch die schädlichen Inhaltsstoffe herauszuziehen. Und wie das Ganze funktioniert, das erklärt uns Florian von instrAction.
We at instrAction have invented the most efficient absorber resin for the removal of toxic contaminants from water. We identified 3 applications within the water business. First, the removal of persistent PFAS, the forever chemical. Second, the removal of toxic heavy metals and the recycling of valuable precious metals. And third, the replacement of bulky RO systems for residential use. The absorber consists of a porous support, cross-linked with a polymer network and functionalized with different type of ligands. We get an absorber very specific to PFAS, heavy metals and precious metals. In addition, we have the most accessible and highest amount of binding sites with this absorber. That's why it's so efficient. This efficiency leads to much lower operating costs and capital expenses compared to processes using activated carbon or ion exchanger. Because of the high efficiency, we are the most economical way to get rid of PFAS forever. We can treat water contaminated with long and short chain PFAS by easy filtration and destruct PFAS by incineration of the loaded absorber. We get a PFAS-free exhaust and harmless calcium fluoride. Because of the high efficiency, we can create values by increasing the recycling rate of precious metals drastically. That brings a lot of savings for companies using a homogeneous catalytic process. And because of the high efficiency, we can introduce the absorber in point-of-use filtration systems. We are market ready. R&D, quality assurance, and scaled-up manufacturing are in place. Industrial test setups are on the way. We have an experienced and diverse team, very eager to transform the company to a sales and product company. Besides contacts to potential strategic partners, we like to raise 5 million euros to create references with test setups, to increase awareness, and to push sales. So let's create together a future with clean and safe water for all. Thank you.
Wie angekündigt, gab es bei den Batches verschiedene Themenfelder, nachdem wir nun viele auch digitale Anwendungen im Bereich von Plattformlösungen gehört haben. Geht es nun weiter mehr in die Richtung der erneuerbaren Energien und auch der Speicherung dieser. Heaten hat eine Technologie entwickelt, wie sie es ermöglichen, dass unsere Wärmepumpen noch effizienter werden. Und wie das funktioniert, das wird uns jetzt André erzählen. Bühne frei.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation. I'm the head of sales of Heaten, and we want to decarbonize the world. A few words about Heaten. So we have developed, we produce, and we're selling high-temperature heat pumps, so we can reach up to 200 degrees and up to 50 megawatt thermal per application. And the purpose is clearly to decarbonize industrial process heat. We are backed by a strong investor, which is Advent International, and we are supported by a strong partner, which is our big brother, which is INNIO, the INNIO Group. We have 2 offices with 35 people, so 10 people approximately in Norway, and the rest 25 people in Remscheid, so very nearby here, very close to this place, where we have also the test bed. What's the problem? So the problem is that 78%, for example, in Europe, of the industrial process heat is fossil fuel based. This means that the process heat demand in Europe between 100 and 200 degrees amounts 488 terawatt hours yearly, which is equal to 150 megatons of CO2 per year. To set this in perspective, that's a quarter of the total CO2 emissions of Germany. And we are part of the next $500 billion market. That's not a typo, that's reality. Electrification of heat, also in this industry, will be one of the biggest growing markets in the future. What do we need to do? We need to save energy, we need to bring down the CO2 emissions, and we need to save costs, that we have a business case. Which typical market segments we are targeting? So we're targeting district heating, food and beverage, chemicals, direct air capture, carbon capture and utilization, or storage, pulp and paper, pharmaceutical, tire industry, you name it. So almost all industries have a massive heat demand in terms of hot water or steam. What is the solution? Our heat pump offers up to 200 degrees in type either in terms of hot water, pressurized water, or steam, up to 50 megawatt with a modular system. And the core of the heat booster technology is a 4-cylinder piston compressor, which you see over here. And this is just 20 minutes away from here. That's real hardware. And we are now in the scale-up phase, bringing these machines to the end customer. And it has an unmatched flexibility in terms of integration, operation, and grid balancing. So my question to you is, how many tons of steam do you need? Thank you.
Wie wir heute bei den Vorträgen gelernt haben, ist eine der Lösungen auch von unseren Energieproblemen der Wasserstoff, aber er ist sehr teuer, noch nicht skalierbar. Wie man das Ganze massentauglich machen kann, hat Hydrogenea entwickelt, und dafür würde ich gerne Pitt auf die Bühne bitten, um uns das zu erklären.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Pitt, CEO and co-founder of Hydrogenea, and we are on a mission to make green hydrogen competitive for an emission-free future. So where are the obstacles we see today? On the one hand, we have too high cost of the components, the efficiency is too low, and then also there's the durability. And let's zoom in on this a little bit. On the right side of the slide, we see a typical scenario for green hydrogen production, which means we have a wind turbine connected to an electrolyzer. And when it comes to durability, we see that the wind turbine lasts for 30 years, but an electrolyzer is only estimated to endure 10 years. So there's a factor of 3 we have to overcome with innovation. And to answer the question, how to further overcome these obstacles, we had a closer look to the supply chain. And I don't want to bore you with too many details of this supply chain, but let me give you an example. This supply chain is similar to a computer with this chip. So you can imagine the chip is one of the most important components, and this is determining whether it's working properly, whether you have a high performance, or whether the entire system works, because when the chip works, the entire system does not work anymore. It's the same for our product, which is the fuel cell and the electrolyzer cell. You can see it here on the slide, and this is the core component of the green hydrogen economy. So this means we are not allowed to mess up anything here, because everything will be decided just in this component. So what do we do differently? We have two innovations. One is on the material, which is the catalyst and the support, and the other is the production process. And these two combined in a continuous wall-to-wall production is what we are focusing on. Our USPs are an up to 10 times higher lifetime, up to 20% higher efficiency, and also we focus on a new and scalable production process, which we got patented. So for both of our clients on the electrolyzer side and on the fuel cell side, we create the benefit of lower investment costs and also lower operation costs, which means that we can bring down the total cost of ownership, and only in this way it's possible to make green hydrogen competitive. So where are we at today? We are located very close to here in Gelsenkirchen. Recently we started a company, got already our first paying customers, and now we are working on to commission the machine you see there to get a series production running. We have a team which is quite diverse from chemistry, electrochemistry, economics. Marvin is here with me today, and I'm a mechanical engineer. And Marvin and me, we are here today, downstairs at the booth as well, to speak with you about green hydrogen and how we can make it better and how it can become competitive. Thanks a lot.
Wir sehen Herausforderungen von heute und Probleme, brauchen einfach nur die Lösung von morgen. Und das war ein unheimlich tolles Beispiel dafür. Wir bleiben in der Energiewirtschaft. Ein etwas anderer Anwendungsfall. Wir wissen alle, aufgrund der Gezeiten, die wir hier in Europa haben wir unheimlich viele saisonale Schwankungen, zum Beispiel, um unsere Infrastruktur richtig zu heizen. Dem Ganzen kann man sich aber auch zunutze machen. Und wie das geht, dafür haben wir einen Gast aus Schweden, Erik von Renoch, wird uns dafür jetzt mehr berichten.
Hi everyone, my name is Erik Kayser, excuse me. We do seasonal solar heat storage in the ground using an advanced pipe, and then we take that stored heat in the winter, feeding a heat pump, making it 3 times more efficient, and that way save you 30% of your energy bill. I prepared this presentation like an IKEA furniture. It's simple on the outside, hiding all the complexities. So come and find me afterwards if you want to know more about what's inside. The basic insight that we have is that heat, there will be unlimited amounts of heat in the future. That heat can then be used to heat your home. But in order to do that, we need to store it in order to have it during the winter. Today we burn fossil fuels. They are responsible for 20% of emissions globally today. Therefore, if this works, yes. Therefore it's time for clean and affordable heating. Clean meaning renewable energy, affordable meaning it's no time for energy poverty in Europe anymore. But there are a couple of challenges. One is Dunkelflaute. I'm sure you've seen it the last couple of days, where there was no wind and no solar, and what happened to your energy prices? They went up. So we need a renewable energy source that can cover this time. But an even more important issue are the winter peaks. That's when you consume 70% of your energy between November and March. So any renewable energy source needs to cover that gap as well. The EU Commission estimates the cost of fixing the winter peaks to 9,000 billion euros. Let's think about that number for a second, and then we conclude it's a little bit too much. So let's find a way to do it. In order to do it, we need to reduce them by 95%. Normal winter is roughly 500% more energy during winter than summer. The best heat pump in the world can do it with 200%. But in order to have the electricity grid handling it, we need to get down to 25%. And at Renotch, we do that by storing the summer heat in the ground using an advanced pipe. We take that stored heat in the winter, feeding the heat pump, boosting it 3 times, and voila, we have reduced the energy use by 95%. We are doubling the value of heating. We're addressing 175 million people in Europe. Our ask today is a 400k euro pre-seed investment into Renotch from an engaged angel investor. We are looking for property developers, so are you a property developer? Please come and see me, and the utilities as well. So thank you very much. My name is Erik Kayser. Come and see for the details later on. Thank you very much.
Das Schöne und auch das Besondere am Circular Valley ist, dass man sich eben mit verschiedenen Problemen beschäftigt, die auch, je nachdem, wo man auf der Welt ist, eben ganz anders aussehen können. Und diese Unterschiede, aber gleichzeitig auch dementsprechend der Impact, den man dort lokal machen kann, das lernen wir hier bei jedem Batch. Und ein weiteres Beispiel werden wir gleich hören. Dafür geht es nach Indien. Und Vinitha wird uns erzählen, wie man dafür sorgen kann, dass man alte Reifen eben nicht verbrennt, sondern daraus noch einen weiteren Nutzen ziehen kann. Ganz viel Spaß damit.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vinitha from Carbon Craft, a design and material innovation startup based out of India. And we convert carbon emissions into building materials. We started off with a very simple question. Can we build the way nature does? Can we develop building materials which act as carbon sink? The image that you see in front of you is an aerial image of Delhi, and you can't spot a tree here. This is because we are building the size of New York every month, which contributes to about 11% energy-related carbon emissions, and all of this is due to the energy-intensive methods of manufacturing. To solve this problem of air pollution, we utilize a carbon capture utilization-based technology to convert carbon emissions into beautiful tiles. Currently, we are working with tire pyrolysis partners where we collect this waste carbon. To give you a quick glimpse of the life cycle of a tire is being produced. After usage, it goes into a dump yard. Then it's being put into a recycling factory where one of the 3 byproducts is this recovered carbon black being produced at humongous quantity, and there's no use case scenario to it, because of which it's been either dumped or goes into brick kilns to produce heat, which ultimately causes air pollution. This is where we come in and stop this process from happening and collect the waste carbon. Our technology uses a 3-stage proprietary process where we collect solid waste carbon along with the industrial waste, process it using our proprietary technology, and use a 200-year-old handcrafting technique to make any plain pattern or customizable tile. Our solution is patent pending, and it's carbon negative in nature, and it's completely handcrafted. The key differentiator lies in the fact that a conventional ceramic tile emits carbon while we upcycle carbon. We started our journey with our early adopter, Adidas, and we've completed up to 2,000 plus square meter of deployment with them in India. And our ask now is, we are raising a pre-seed round of $500,000 to set up our own plant to scale our solution and build distribution network globally. With our amazing team, we are on the journey to decarbonize the construction industry, and we want you to join us in building cleaner cities together. Thank you.
Unser nächstes Startup verrät schon beim Namen, dass wir wieder einen leichten inhaltlichen Wechsel haben. Es geht mehr in die Richtung des mechanischen Recyclings. Es geht in die Welt der Polymere. Und wie man eben dort Recyclingmöglichkeiten verbessert, damit beschäftigt sich Flux Polymers. Wir sind auch wieder zurück in Deutschland und Joachim darf ich jetzt auf die Bühne bitten für seinen Pitch.
Hi, I'm Joachim, co-founder of Flux Polymers. And at Flux Polymers, it's all about surface coatings. And today I will show you how our coating technology can help to create recyclable barrier food packaging. Now, did you know that 60% of global packaging materials are made out of polyolefins? And did you know that only 14% of them are currently recyclable? However, because of the European Green Deal, new advanced solutions are needed by 2030. Thing is, creating these is challenging. You could think, why don't you just put a barrier function on top of a plastic film? Well, this just doesn't work. Oh, it's clicking automatically, sorry. So how is it done today? The answer is lamination, so gluing together different kind of materials. Problem here is, it's not recyclable, right? There's a process called co-extrusion. This basically works, but it's too expensive for most solutions. And this is where we come into play, because in this case, our coating acts as a primer layer, and it is only nanometers thin, and it is applied via a very simple process. And we work on this in the accelerator program Red Zone by Size, where we are having a proof of concept and want to co-develop a market-ready product. And this will enable recyclable barrier food packaging produced at low cost. But we can do more, because our coating is a platform technology. We have a look in other industries as well. For example, we have a pilot project in a wastewater treatment plant, where we coat membranes in order to increase efficiency and keep filters clean. And another field will be sanitary and household applications, where it's all about cleanability, avoiding biofilm. So we are looking for funding opportunities as well as venture clienting. And if you want to learn more about us and our technology, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Wir bleiben in der Welt des mechanischen Recyclings und Novoloop beschreibt sich selber als Fast Chemical Recycling Company. Wir merken auch an dieser Beschreibung, dass wir wieder den Kontinent wechseln. Diesmal geht es in die USA und ich freue mich sehr, Miranda auf der Bühne willkommen zu heißen.
Polyurethane is twice as carbon intensive to produce as PET and 4 times that of polyethylene. To decarbonize plastics, it makes sense to begin with polyurethane. Our world uses a lot of it, and so is a massive opportunity for a business to turn it sustainable. My name is Miranda Wang, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Novoloop. We're an advanced circular innovation company based in Silicon Valley. Our company has been developing and inventing a new chemical technology called life cycling, which is crucial for plastic circularity. We're a Series B stage company with nearly $50 million raised to date of venture capital funding and 50 patents granted and pending worldwide. Life cycling is an accelerated oxidation technology which takes polyethylene, post-consumer polyethylene, and breaks it down to dicarboxylic acid monomers. It then purifies and synthesizes these monomers to make virgin quality polyurethane. This process is a chemical recycling technology, but it is not pyrolysis. We have started out in the laboratory and are now at TRL, Technology Readiness Level 7, having scaled this technology to a continuous demonstration plant at 40 tons per annum based in India. And we're currently on track to scaling our technology commercially and bring our first project online in 2027. Beyond life cycling, we have also built an advanced compounding business called Recycling Plus, which takes post-industrial TPU scrap that is traditionally difficult to reincorporate back into the production line and improving its mechanical performance through compounding. So through Recycling Plus, we are able to take TPU's lifespan even further into circularity. We have an amazing opportunity in front of us with over $130 billion in total addressable markets centered on polyurethane as well as adipic acid-derived products. Starting out, our first focus is thermoplastic polyurethane, or TPU, and we have a number of customers who have already validated our products with a significant number of high-intensity trials, and we are now working together to bring products into commercial launches relative to our capacity planning and timelines. Our company is growing our business sustainably with our impact. Our goal, our mission, is to downshift the carbon footprint of polyurethane by 800,000 tons per year while using 200,000 tons per year of plastic waste. Our team is an award-winning team focused on making impact as well as growing a profitable business. Given that it's evident that Germany has such a strong focus on sustainable plastics and circularity, we're really excited about our next chapter of growth coming to Germany. And we're excited, I'm here today, I'm excited to meet all of you and explore ways to work together. My name is Miranda Wang. Let's talk about life cycling. Thank you.
Wir dürfen noch einmal den Kontinent wechseln und diesmal geht es nach Afrika und ganz konkret nach Uganda. Und Sonko von Kyuka Ventures wird uns gleich erklären, wie sie Plastikabfälle durch Pyrolyse weiter nutzbar machen und welchen großen Benefit das eben für die dortige Region hat. Viel Spaß!
Hello, my name is Sonko Jamal, a founder CEO, Kyuka Ventures Innovation Hub Uganda. Did you know that less than 5% of plastic waste manufactured each year is recycled? With production of this material set to increase by 3.8% each year until 2030, Africa is the second most polluted continent in the world, with over 500 shipping containers of waste imported every month. In Uganda alone, 600 tons of plastic waste are generated every single day and disposed of. But where do they go? For us, they end up in our drainages, where they are blocking them, rivers, polluting water bodies, causing waterborne diseases, and Lake Victoria, where they're becoming a threat to marine life. If nothing is done now, by 2050, there will be more plastic waste in oceans and rivers. Therefore, it is imperative to explore eco-friendly technologies to transform this plastic waste into valuable products in a sustainable environment. So at Kyuka Ventures, we use this plastic waste. We have a patent-pending technology to transform this plastic waste into a clean cooking fuel that we use at our homes. We sell this fuel to informal settlements at a rate of $1.03 USD per liter. Our fuel burns cleanly with 96% less carbon, which is the most potent indoor pollutant. The energy is indeed essential in cutting down the cases and deaths of respiratory diseases caused by emission of dirty fuels. The energy is not only cleaner, but also cheaper compared to conventional used fuels. Our ultimate goal is bringing impact to the entire world through deploying efficient waste management technologies and producing cleaner fuel alternatives. So in our journey to enhance and boost clean energy in the rural setting, we are targeting 100,000 households access clean and affordable energy by 2030. Since inception, have impacted 8,000 homes with clean and affordable energy, created 200 jobs opportunities both directly and indirectly, and we recycle about 10-12 tons of plastic waste every single month. To manage this, I have an amazing team with interest in clean and affordable energy, bringing an amalgam of 10 years of experience in recycling and waste management. So Kyuka Ventures is facing a challenge of meeting her growing demand due to limited production capacity. We are therefore fundraising $500,000 USD urgently. We want to take risk on behalf of the environment. We want to save 1.2 million people, our brothers and sisters, who die every single month because of plastic pollution and energy poverty. So, ladies and gentlemen, at Kyuka Ventures, we care about the environment and how people live within it because we know we have one. Kyuka Ventures is not just an innovation. It is a beacon of hope, an innovation born out of necessity, crafted for resilience, and delivered with passion. At Kyuka, we care about the environment and how people live within it because we know we have one. When you join me in this journey to fight climate change, it is going to be a great humanitarian opportunity of our time. Thank you.
Vielen Dank. Wir durften nun bereits schon 13 der 16 Startups hören. Doch bevor es weitergeht, haben wir noch einen besonderen Gast heute Abend. Und ich freue mich sehr, Nathanael Liminski auf die Bühne bitten zu dürfen. Er ist unter anderem Chef der Staatskanzlei des Landes Nordrhein-Westfalens. Und auch er möchte hier nochmal ein paar Worte an unsere Startups wenden, aber auch an Sie, in das Publikum. Herr Liminski, die Bühne ist Ihre.
Ja, meine Damen, meine Herren, ich grüße Sie alle ganz herzlich. Seien Sie mir nicht böse, dass ich heute Abend hier nur sozusagen kurz reingeschneit komme in den Demo Day, aber ich verstehe jetzt, warum Herr Gerhard gesagt hat, da müssen Sie einmal reinschauen, denn wenn Sie wissen wollen, was an Innovationen im Kreislaufwirtschaftsbereich unterwegs ist, dann ist das der Ort, an dem die präsentiert wird. Und in der Tat ist das ja hier, insgesamt für Wuppertal gilt das ja. Ich erinnere mich gut an eine Präsentation von Herrn Gerhard, kürzlich einmal vor Wirtschaftsleuten, wo er im Grunde genommen jede Achse durch die Weltkarte, die er gemalt hat, führte irgendwann durch Wuppertal durch, ob zwischen Berlin und Brüssel. Die Lokalfans haben zugehört. Aber es ist ja tatsächlich so, dass hier sozusagen das Mekka der Kreislaufwirtschaft ist und deswegen bin ich heute Abend auch gerne hier. Das sehen Sie auch daran, dass unsere Kooperation, die wir als Nordrhein-Westfalen im Herzen Europas zu diesem Thema führen, immer an diesem Ort hier verhandelt werden. Ich werde gleich den Ministerpräsidenten von Flandern, den neuen, treffen. Das ist hier sozusagen, wenn Sie so wollen, das, was die Münchner Sicherheitskonferenz für Sicherheitsfragen ist, das ist Circular Valley für Kreislaufwirtschaftsfragen. Und insofern geben wir uns hier die Klinke in die Hand, auch als Landesregierung. Ich glaube, heute waren schon einige Kollegen hier. Und ich bin einfach nur da, um Ihnen hier Danke zu sagen, dass Sie dieses Thema vorantreiben. Ich werde nachher auch noch heute Abend ein bisschen ausführlicher was sagen. Aber wenn wir sagen, dass wir über Kreislaufwirtschaft reden und nicht Wissenschaft, dann heißt das, es braucht auch Unternehmerinnen und Unternehmer, die dieses Thema vorantreiben. Und seien es, ob es jetzt nun Start-up-Gründer sind, oder ob es etablierte Unternehmen sind oder ob es Wissenschaftler sind, die unternehmerisch denken. Egal, alles das braucht es, damit wir aus Kreislaufwirtschaft ein echtes Alternativangebot machen. Und deswegen bin ich Ihnen so dankbar, dass Sie hier dafür sorgen, dass neben einem feierlichen Abendessen heute und viel Kerzenglanz auf dieser Tagung auch gearbeitet wird. Und das findet hier in diesem Raum statt, wie ich mir habe sagen lassen. Hier rauchen die Köpfe. Und deswegen danke dafür. Sie treiben ein Thema voran, von dem wir uns als Landesregierung, aber auch ich mir persönlich, die Auflösung mancher Schlachten alter Tage verspreche. Wenn wir in früheren Zeiten diskutiert haben, ob Klimaschutz und Wachstum zusammengehen oder nicht, dann ist das eine Frage, die wir irgendwie konstruktiv auflösen müssen. Und die Kreislaufwirtschaft ist eine solche Antwort. Ist eine solche Antwort darauf, dass Wachstum möglich ist und trotzdem Klimaschutz und trotzdem Umweltschutz machbar ist und realisierbar ist. Und damit ist das eine ganz, ganz zentrale Antwort auf eine ganz, ganz zentrale Frage, die Sie hier verhandeln. Dafür von Herzen danke. Und mehr gibt es dann nach der Werbung für diejenigen, die heute Abend beim Abendessen noch dabei sind. In dem Sinne noch gute Beratungen.
Vielen lieben Dank. Ich glaube, der Dank geht auch zurück. Ich glaube, dieser Support der Politik ist unheimlich wichtig, auch eben für junge Gründerinnen und Gründer. Und dementsprechend freuen wir uns sehr, dass wir auch hier im Circular Valley diesen Support entsprechend auch in den letzten Jahren immer gespürt haben. Wir machen weiter im Programm. Wir haben noch 3 ganz tolle Startups und wir bleiben in Afrika und diesmal geht es nach Tansania. Und zwar geht es um das Startup Waste to Wealth und hier geht es eben darum, wie man lokal das große Problem von Plastikverschmutzung lösen kann. Und Onesmo hat dafür eine Lösung und die stellt er uns jetzt vor.
Hello everyone, I'm Onesmo Mdende from Tanzania. I represent Waste to Wealth, a startup based in Dar es Salaam. So the name says it, that we are focusing on creating value out of waste. And now, why Dar es Salaam? In Dar es Salaam, the waste generation stands at 4,600 tons per day, and 60% is uncollected, and only 5% of the collected plastic waste is recycled. This is why our startup has come with a solution to intervene in the situation, because it impacts negatively on human health, but also on the environment. So what solution are we bringing? We are working on recycling, but also collection. We want to create wealth through collection, that we recycle plastics into paper. What have we done so far? In the last 8 months, we've been able to mobilize 50 waste collectors who have started working in 2 districts in Dar es Salaam and in collaboration with 2 recyclers in the city. So we have set target ahead of us. One is to have a plan to recycle plastics with a capacity of at least 5 tons per day in the next 3 years, but also create job opportunities to unemployed youth and women in Tanzania. So why are we here today? To meet the targets I've just mentioned, we are looking for appropriate technology, but also funding and facilities for collection, sorting, and transport of waste. So be part of our vision so that together we can reduce health waste risks and save the planet all together. Thank you so much. Please, if interested, talk to us. Thank you.
Wir bleiben in Afrika und diesmal geht es um Craft Planet aus Nigeria. Und auch dort werden wir jetzt eine spannende Lösung hören, und zwar, wie man zum einen die Problematik, dass nicht genug Wohnraum zur Verfügung steht, lösen kann, indem man gleichzeitig auch wieder das große Problem von Plastikverschmutzung reduzieren kann. Ich darf Kabir auf die Bühne bitten, der uns dazu mehr erzählen wird. Viel Spaß.
Hi everyone, my name is Kabir Oloshibika from Craft Planet. Imagine a world where plastic waste is not a problem, but a resource. A world where you can build houses and roads from recycled plastics. We are solving one of the most pressing environmental challenges and customer demands for efficient and innovative building. Nigeria generates over 3 million metric tons of plastic waste per annum. Plastic waste is not biodegradable, which means the country will be overflooded eventually if nothing is being done. Reckless disposal of waste has led to the blockage of sewers and drainage networks in various communities. We are currently facing about 28 million housing deficits. I created Craft Planet to recycle every kind of plastic waste into a building component, such as interlocking blocks for the pavement, floor and roof tiles, and eco brick, to transform all of these components into a smart modular housing that can be assembled in 24 hours, that is sustainable, durable, cost-effective, insulation and energy efficiency, and aesthetics. Target customers are estate managers, building contractors, schools, architects, and eco-conscious individuals. The country's population is projected to increase to 263 million by 2030 and 401 million by 2050, when it will become the third most populous country in the world. We'll need 1 million housing units per year for the next 20 years to bridge the gap. We have incentive-based waste collection in various communities where we exchange every kind of plastic waste for foodstuff, cooking gas, cash for local community women, and educational materials for school students. This is to cultivate the habit of proper waste management. We process all of these plastics waste into building components and transform into modular housing units. We've trained about 273 community women on waste collection and sorting techniques. About 4,000 community women has been reached through Waste to Zero Hunger and No Poverty. About 20,000 community women has been reached through environmental education. I have passionate and energetic team. We asked for 450,000 euros to enable a scale for mass production. Join us on this journey in transforming plastic waste into sustainable future. Thank you for listening.
Eine Präsentation haben wir noch und dafür geht es von Afrika wieder zurück nach Deutschland. Und wir sind weiterhin im Bereich des Recyclings von Plastiks und zwar im Konkreten wie mit Anwendung von 3D-Druck. Die Details dazu kennt Milan von Kitek. Ganz viel Spaß mit dem letzten Pitch.
Okay, so last but not least, hi, I'm Milan. So my company started out with Jugendforscht in my garage, and today we have a factory in Darmstadt, and we recycle plastic waste into 3D printing filament, the material for 3D printers. But while recycling, we noticed one waste source in particular, a plastic type, bottle caps. That's why I'm carrying this bottle here today, because these bottles, it's a great idea. In fact, I have so many bottle caps, we even have a bottle cap pool. The thing is, these bottle caps are great because, you know, in Germany we have reusable bottles. It's a great concept. Now that this bottle is going to be empty, I can return it. It gets washed and reused and reused and reused. Great concept. But there's one problem. What happens with a cup? So there's a washing machine, and before the washing machine there's a Deckelabschraubmaschine that screws off the cap, and that's where I get my plastic bottle caps. But there's one problem. If you look here, there's one problem with these bottle caps. They're all mixed together with all the different colors, and there are even some aluminium bottle caps in there. And that's a problem. Because if you recycle it like this, you mix everything together, and you get like a brown-black mess. That's called downcycling. Because once you mix it together, you can never separate it again. So that is why we built the Flaschendeckel-Sortiermaschine. With this machine, we can sort the bottle caps into the different colors. In fact, currently, I'm investing all my money into an even bigger Flaschendeckel-Sortiermaschine, which will use a camera system to detect the bottle caps, the different colors and all the edge cases and the metal caps, and sort it into the right containers. And this way, we can get high-quality recycled granulate for the first time in the perfect colors. So you see, we want to move into a new business. No more 3D printing, we want to move into the big business, the materials business. We want to recycle tons and tons of bottle caps every single day. So our goal is to sell recycled granulate. And that's why I'm standing here today at Circular Valley, because right now we have our first ton of recycled plastic in the right colors, and we're looking for our first partner, pilot project or joint venture who wants to use our plastic granulate in their production. So if you're interested, we can deliver you high quality recycled material at a competitive price in the perfect colors. So if you're interested, come talk to me. Thank you.
Bleib mit oben. Kannst mit oben bleiben. Kannst mit bleiben. Ja, vielen lieben Dank. Das waren die 16 Startups, die heute pitchen durften aus Batch Nummer 7. Und ich würde zum Abschluss mich freuen, wenn alle Startups nochmal auf die Bühne kommen würden, nochmal den verdienten Applaus sich abholen. Please come all to the stage. And not only the presenters, all the team behind involved as well. This is your applause. Then mix it all. More. Vielen Dank. Das ist genau die Wertschätzung, die diese tollen Gründerinnen und Gründer verdienen. Wir haben es heute gehört. Grünes Unternehmertum ist genau das, was wir brauchen. Wir sehen es hier auf der Bühne, global verteilt. Und wir erinnern uns, nach dem Pitch ist vor dem Austausch danach. Daher wirklich noch einmal die Motivation. Suchen Sie den Austausch, fragen Sie nach, seien Sie neugierig. Hier wird es jeder danken. Das sind wirklich diese Netzwerke, die Sie hier bilden können. Es ist so wichtig für die Startups. Vielen Dank fürs Kommen. Vielen Dank fürs Zuhören, vielen Dank für die Unterstützung auch des Circular Valleys. Allen noch einen schönen Abend, eine gute Heimfahrt und die Startups freuen sich auf die nächsten Diskussionen. Vielen lieben Dank.